Hi, I'm Dennis Cosgrove. I'm 35 years old, and we're in Stewart Manor, New York. I'm a New York City police detective, and I work in the Technical Assistance Response Unit.
Dennis Cosgrove is a former Marine, a New York Police Department detective. The man has served his country and now serves his community. Megan Cosgrove is Dennis's wife, who unfortunately passed away during childbirth and has left Dennis to raise their son Declan on his own.
Declan is an amazing baby. He's one of those babies where like everyone can't get over his behavior, his demeanor, his whole disposition.
Declan has the most infectious smile, and he's just an amazing little boy.
He doesn't really cry, sleeps through the night. He's made the whole situation very easy on me just by how he's been. Me and Megan had our first date in February of 2013. It was like an unsaid thing from the beginning. We were just together all the time after that.
We used to joke around that, you know, that they were always so happy together, and we're like, they have to fight when they go home. Like, it's not that we fight a lot, but, you know, it was just amazing how happy they were together.
We did get to experience something that a lot of people spend their whole life chasing and looking for. I had that, and I got that, and I'm very lucky to have had that. I felt like I had true love.
When Megan was in the hospital, she had the baby, and Declan was thank God, healthy. But then due to complications, she eventually developed at some point brain bleeds that they found, and she passed away from that.
We had made the decision with my in-laws that we were gonna take Megan off of life support, and she lived for 15 hours after that. She's the strongest person I've ever known, even up until like her final minutes. Like, you could just see the strength.
We promised her that we would take care of Declan, and we would take care of Dennis the best we could. This was the happiest time of her life, and she wanted this so bad. It breaks my heart that this is how it ends for her.
After Megan passed, I had a hard time being in the house, and it's still very hard to be in the house. You know, you turn a corner and you think of a time where the two of you bumped into each other, or just you picture her walking down the stairs. I did want to move initially, but then you start to think and you want to stay the course that you had set up as far as what you were going to do as a family, and I have to do it because it was what she wanted, it was what we wanted, and I just try and continue that way. I've been overwhelmed with the amount of support that I've been given. The community of Stewart Manor has been amazing. I come home every day. There's packages on my front doorstep. My in-laws have been amazing. They do predominantly the most part of Declan's care. The one unfinished space we have in the house is the basement, which we wanted to turn into a playroom.
The basement is just unfinished, concrete everywhere, definitely not a space for a baby or a playroom.
It would ease my mind to know that I have a space for him once he does start to crawl, walk, and really actually play. I won't have to worry about where I'm gonna do that with him. There'll be a whole entire space to do that in.
How are you?
Good morning, Dennis. How are you?
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well. I'm sorry for the reason that we come together like this, but honestly, from the second I got in my car this morning, I was just thinking about what do I even say when they come to the store. I just want to be there for you, and I wanted to come in and complete the vision that you and Megan had for this house. So,
thank you. It means a lot to us.
Here, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to meet my son?
I would love to meet Declan. I would love to meet him. Transforming this basement is going to give Dennis and Declan a place where they can really bond. It's really going to be a man cave for father and son.
He's gonna make you a playroom.
I am going to make you a playroom.
Yeah.
The best playroom in all Long Island. You want to show me what I'm dealing with? Sure. Give me a couple pointers. Whenever you're doing a project in a basement and you're worried about how structurally sound the house is, you got to bring in an architect. So I got John Viscardi coming in to make sure that the house is totally set for what we have in store. Then you got to make sure you got a good contractor who can handle the load. That's where Howard Tarr comes in. And once all the construction's done, you want to make sure it's absolutely beautiful. And that's why I'm bringing in Leslie SEGRETE to do all the design. I'm excited to start this project. I was just kind of kicking around here trying to figure out what to do. I guess first thing you notice is that the ceiling is a little low. First thoughts, what do you see?
Well, you know, structurally, this house has an open plan and there's no interior columns, so really it's a clear span. You could pretty much do what you want. You really have an open format.
So Dennis's basement right now, first of all, it is not baby-proof. Secondly, it's kind of a mess. You can use it for so many things, from storage to kid space to kind of a guy zone, which I think is really what we want to create down there. And right now, it's a blank slate.
What if we made some sort of like cute little clubhousey thing with like an actual door, like you're walking into a little
Absolutely.
space?
Leslie's clubhouse idea is going to be awesome. I think Declan's going to have a blast in there. It's even going to be big enough for Dennis to go in there with Declan. The two of them can hang out.
I don't know what your thoughts are construction-wise, but I'd like to just kind of rip it out and start from scratch.
Take everything down to the foundation, get down to the bare concrete. What are your thoughts on lowering this floor down? Get some more ceiling height down here.
Howard's idea of jackhammering out the floor is fantastic, but I really hope there's no pipes in the floor, because if we hit one, that'll definitely set us back. George the Rescue is sponsored in part by Coldwell Banker. Find your place to call home at coldwellbanker.com. To kick Demo Day off right, we have a small army of volunteers ready to get after it. We got Scotty and his team from the Demolition Specialists, Iggy and his guys from BYCOLON. I like to see it. We got all our people here, so what's the game plan?
We're going to go through the Bilko door, break this concrete up, but we're going to bang this thing through.
Safety's got to come first. I got all the 3M gear you could possibly need. We got hard hats, ear protection, respirators, glasses. Let's get geared up and get this rescue started. Just with me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Where's the emotion, Howard?
Let's do it, baby.
Come on.
Woo!
Demo's fun, but it's not easy. And on this job, it is going to be grueling, because it's going to be hot, and we're going to be in a basement, and we're not going to have any stairs to get all of the material out. And then we're going to be taking apart the concrete floor, which is going to be 15 to 20 tons of material. That's right, 15 to 20 tons of material, bucket by bucket by bucket. 1, 2, 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Demo!
Yeah, that's teamwork right there. There we go. Now that the space is totally clear of all the construction debris, it's time to start breaking concrete, which means bring in the pickaxe, bring in the jackhammer, bring in the sledgehammer, bring in the guns. And there's some guys with a lot bigger guns than me. Jackhammering's not easy.
The jackhammer is pretty intense. I mean, it's heavy in itself. Your arms are shaking, your body's shaking, your head's rattling, your forearms are pumping because you're not doing it every day. You got that one?
I can't feel my hands.
Well, I got something over here. Well, we found our waistline.
We discovered a pipe. We're not 100% sure of the depth, so we got to kind of probe around carefully. The concrete's gone. Now we have to get through the dirt. We don't know if the pipe's going to be a problem just yet. It might be down far enough.
Here it is.
Oh yeah.
I think we're going to be good. It's below the height that we need, so
It looks like there's
Right.
where it's a straight shot, so.
right where we thought it is. From point A to point B, runs on a straight line, which makes sense. Bury it back up, and we're good to go. That's one sigh of relief.
Now that all the demo is done, everything's cleaned out, it's time to start rebuilding. And you gotta rebuild from the ground up. So today, we are pouring concrete. Yeah! It looks like I have the easy job, but I gotta tell you, this thing is heavy. George the Rescue is sponsored in part by 3M. For more information about 3M products or to find a retailer near you, go to 3m.com.
Today is concrete day. We're bringing concrete from the street down into the basement. And faced with the challenges on this project is basically maneuverability to get to the yard, getting the concrete from point A to point B. So what used to be wheelbarrows all the way down here, we are replacing
with these tubes right here.
Yep, the concrete's flowing right through this pipe. Yeah,
And then
and
you
from
come
here,
around
from
here.
here to the truck is 175 feet.
Right.
And you got another 25, 30 feet this way, and then another 30 feet in the basement.
I don't know what this thing is. I'm gonna call it the concrete monster. I'm looking forward to putting this thing to work.
There we go.
Oh God.
There's the concrete.
It's the full load. Oh yeah. It looks like I have the easy job, but I gotta tell you, this thing is heavy. Anyone want in on this? A little backed up. Oh yeah, I really do have it in my teeth, don't I? Oh, feeling good now. All right, Leslie, are you ready? A lot has happened.
Wait, are these new stairs?
Yes, starting with the stairs.
And look how big it is down here.
You can see right here, just for frame of reference, this is the old floor, this is the new floor. You can see it's almost 5 inches on the nose.
Holy cow, the basement is coming along fantastically. I can't believe how much height we got. I can't believe how much space we have. I would say it's doing really well.
We got a lot going on here in the job site right now. This is obviously where all the magic happens.
So for the clubhouse, I kind of have this idea with like cute little short windows and a smaller sized door. I mean, Howie's done a great job framing all of that out. I want everything to be a little askew.
Oh, we got ourselves a little puzzle over here.
Oh, so this is our trim.
Leslie wanted to do everything kind of crooked and at a level and straight to kind of make it fun and interesting.
Yeah.
You'd think it would make it easier. You don't have to level and plumb things,
Right.
but it's actually a lot harder.
Leslie's vision, while it's awesome, it is a little bit ambitious given our scope of time. I'm sure you've heard of paint by numbers. Well, this is trim by numbers. We're here in Kidville. We got tons of toys at our disposal. I'm gonna throw a couple options at Declan and see what sticks. Declan, on the design front, that's why we got Leslie here. She needs to know what you're into. All right, colors, toys, objects. Oh, yeah.
He likes it.
Oh, yeah, he likes that.
There's no doubt in my mind that the basement's gonna be awesome. That's something that George has said from the beginning, from when he rang the doorbell, and that's a great feeling, and it's an even better feeling that like people are doing that for me and my son.
When I got asked to participate on this particular George to the Rescue, for me that was just such a profound connection with me and Dennis. You know, my husband Edward passed away when my little guy Charlie was 6 weeks old. So I know all about what it's like to have this amazing, momentous, joyful event in your life followed completely by just horror and tragedy. Edward died 6 weeks after Charlie was born. I think I have like 3 pictures, and I'm sure you guys don't have any of Megan and Declan. So would you feel comfortable if I introduced some things into the basement space? I want Declan to sort of be able to build his own memories.
Obviously, he needs to know about all that, and he's going to know about all of it.
But you have to feel comfortable with it.
Absolutely, and you don't want to feel like also like you took everything and boxed everything up, because that's not what I want to do. Like I want it there so he does see it. I'm absolutely relieved that Leslie asked me about that. She just has a good grasp on what it is you're looking for, and you can tell that just by talking to her.
All right, Declan, one last and final test. This is the George the Rescue toy test. The hammer and I guess the nail. What do you got? I know.
I am right
He's
to
like,
the
it tastes
mouth.
so good.
That's exactly what I do with my hammer. Dennis and Declan's story is so inspiring that literally people are coming out of the woodwork to help. So now we got the guys from County Irrigation Services here putting in some new sprinkler systems. Another thing that Dennis and Declan are not gonna have to worry about. And away we go. This is a little different than my lawnmower at home.
This was definitely an experience like no other. It's always something that I wanted to do. It was on my bucket list. To help someone out, it's gonna be something special.
I'm a huge fan of adding color and texture to any space, but it is essential to have super sharp paint lines, and the best way to get them is with Scotch Blue Platinum Painter's Tape. This stuff will do a lot of things. It'll protect your trim from any paint color you're gonna get on the walls, but my favorite thing about it is the 90-degree tears every time. so down here in the basement, you want a floor that's gonna be durable and moisture resistant. This laminate that we got from Country Carpet does both those things. So the first thing my friends from Payless Carpet and Tile are doing is they're putting down this padding, and then you just click and go. You know, Leslie, now that construction is all done, we really have a beautiful blank space that needs some serious decorating.
It needs a lot of decorating. That's what happens when you have a blank canvas. But it looks awesome. I think right here we should do like a small kids table, make it like a little worky art station.
And then we have chalk paint wall.
Chalkboard
right
paint.
here.
And then of course,
The clubhouse.
so I was thinking 2 beanbag chairs. I got a little poof to use as a little table for
Perfect,
them.
perfect.
A little bookcase I'm gonna fill with toys and books. I wanna string some Christmas lights up.
We haven't put any books, toys, furniture, nothing inside the playhouse, and already it looks dynamite.
This is so cute.
Hey, how's it going, neighbor?
You know, we could probably hang out in here all day, but there's a lot of stuff we have to do.
Right, so maybe we should get some furniture down here and start decorating. Here we go. Yep. Oh, yeah. Definitely made for grown men. Oh, I like this. Oh, no! Dominoes, you got the D. All right. I love the wallpaper, by the way.
Thank you so much. This was generously given to us by LOBOLOUP, and they're a New York company. Everything's eco-friendly, handmade, super beautiful. I love bringing in an accent wall, and wallpaper truly is a great way to do it, especially if you're finding that wallpaper can be a little bit pricey. Doing just one wall definitely keeps that cost down, and it's a great way to break up that space, especially when you're dealing with long runs of wall.
One letter up, 7 to go. All right, watch your head. It's really low opening.
Am I fitting?
You're fitting, you're fitting, you're fitting. You're good, you're good.
All of the furniture was donated to us from Pier 1 Imports. It looks great.
Leslie, this place looks fantastic.
Thank you so much.
And I think just for the final thing is this picture of Megan.
She's really beautiful.
You can hand it with this command hook because it holds strongly and removes cleanly.
Should you just push it on there?
Yeah, just push it up and then do a little track. Dennis, Declan family, welcome back.
Hi, how are you, George?
I'm doing great. Good to see you, bud. How you doing? Follow me.
Really unbelievable. Look at this, bud. Look.
Head on down.
Oh. Really unbelievable. Look at this, bud. Ooh, a little television. Oh,
Wow,
God.
look at this, huh?
When we used to walk down the stairs, it was just a dungy, cold, dirty basement. Now it feels like you can hang out down here. It's very warm.
Oh, that's awesome!
When Declan came down to the basement, he opened up his eyes, he was smiling, he was happy.
You see, bud? You see, you happy? The most amazing thing about the basement, I think, was when coming down and seeing the house that was built for him inside of the basement, I think is incredible. It's like his own little space within his space. It's really unbelievable.
I think Dennis and Declan are gonna have a great time down here. It's a nice, happy thing that's happened and it's finished. I definitely think Dennis is very happy.
Thank you so much, George.
Come on, man, definitely.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Did you see Megan's picture?
The Irish blessing on the photo of Megan is a beautiful touch. It's great to accept all of this and have all this, but you know, I mean, obviously you wouldn't want it. You'd rather it have it be the other way, but it's nice that she's down here essentially watching, like she's looking over her shoulder in the picture, and it's just perfect. It really is.
I know how emotional it is, but I know that from what I understand about Megan, and that this was something that she wanted for you, for all of you, and for Declan. And, you know, we just wanted to create something special in her memory where he's going to be safe, have a great place to grow and have fun.
You got everything down here.
And it's going to be good for all ages. Right now.
You better give George a hug. Thank you better be your first words, buddy.
I know you recognize some of these people out here, some of your friends, your neighbors, your loved ones, but all the strangers out here are now part of your extended family. These are the people that have been here for the last few weeks and making this whole rescue possible. So thank you guys.
Thank you guys. The things that people have done are unbelievable. To see people donate their time, their skills, it means a lot to us. So thank you. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. The touches of me and the subtle touches of Megan are huge. I just know she's here and I can feel that, and that's unbelievable. It really is.